Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Today we are talking about Hitif, ticker symbol HITIF. And if you've been following my channel for at least the last month, you will know that I love this company. This is a penny stock which is currently trading for less than 70 cents per share, but I really see huge upside potential. And we spoke about this one originally about a month ago. This is flying extremely under the radar. Not many people were talking about this one, although we have just seen their earnings come out, which we've been waiting for. I've been saying their earnings are going to be good. The numbers were all going in the right direction. Things were adding up very nicely. People are starting to talk about this company. It is gaining attraction, therefore likely to get on potential investors' radar, which means we could see even more share price action going forward in the coming weeks and months. I currently have a position of about 2,500 shares and we're up about 20% at this moment in time. So if you want to get these stocks as I'm buying, or at least definitely add them on your watch list, come and join us in our Discord. It is free to join and we have a Hitif channel as well. And also it is really appreciated if you can smash the like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep you updated with this one. We'll talk about Hitif. So Hitif is a cannabis company. I hold two cannabis companies at the moment and Hitif is one of them. Okay, Hitif is a Canadian company, but it's looking to branch out into the US as well. They are selling internationally, but at the moment, all of their stores are based in the US. They have been acquiring lots of other companies. They required Meta at the end of last year. They've also required very recently Smoke Cartel. They now have the two biggest online e-commerce platforms for accessories in this sector. That is absolutely huge. And yeah, there's a lot more catalysts going forward. They're also looking to uplist onto the NASDAQ. I've done numerous videos on these. One of my videos, I went through 10 different catalysts. You can check that out. I'll leave that in the link in the description below. But we're here to look at their earnings today, guys. Hitif earnings have come out and the numbers were going in the right direction as it was, which was another catalyst for this company. The financials were looking very, very promising. But yeah, that has been clarified from these earnings. Straight off the bat, we finally got these last night. They were slightly delayed, but they came out. Hitif reports 2020 financial results. 166% increase in revenue. That is absolutely mind-blowing right there. And record adjusted EBITDA of 8 million. This is big, okay, for this company. I want you guys to remember as well, before we even look through this, at the moment, this is a Canadian-based company. It is looking to uplist onto the NASDAQ and it is getting partnerships with companies in America. They're going to be expanding their stores as well. We spoke about all of this before. Great things to come, not to mention as well, the potential legalization down the line of weed and cannabis in the US, which of course is a major catalyst for all of these stocks, but Hitif included in that. So let's jump into these earnings right now. The first one here, revenue increased 118%. That is absolutely crazy there. There's now 24.9 million in the fourth quarter of 2020 and 166% to 83.3 million for the year that ended October the 31st. So that is very, very big. And that does not, this is the key point here, does not include any contribution from the Meta Growth Corp, the acquisition of which was closed the end of the quarter. We spoke about this, they acquired Meta. This is not even included in that. We can imagine the numbers are going to be very good from that as well. Gross profits increased by 112% to 8.7 million. And by 172% to 30.8 million for the year. These are absolutely insane numbers considering everything that's going on in the world. To be increasing their revenue by 166% on the year and their gross profit by 172%. These are great, great numbers. The gross profit margin also was 35% and 37% for the fiscal year. Bear in mind, this is ending in October for the fiscal year. However, since then, we have seen a lot of things, acquisitions from this company, raising money, getting rid of debt, lots of great things for this company. Now, this is quite important to know here. Geographically, in the fourth quarter, $20.6 million of revenue was earned in Canada and 4.1 in the United States and 0.2 internationally. And then that was for the year ending, 68.4 was Canada and 14.3 the US. So right now, it's clear here that the numbers, most of their revenue is coming from Canada because that is where this company is based. But they are, as like I say, they are going to be broadening out into the US. And with the potential legalization down the line, the NASDAQ listing and acquiring US companies, this really is an exciting opportunity. This is why I absolutely love this company, because all of this is really coming from Canadian sales at this moment in time. Segment-wise, in the fourth quarter, 22.6 million of revenue was retail and 2.2 was wholesale. And for the year ending October the 31st, 75 million in revenue was retail and 7.9 wholesale with 0.4 corporate. So it's quite clear to see a lot of this is coming from retail, you know, whether that be the online stores, the brick and mortar stores, you name it. A lot of it is coming from the retail side. They do have a bit in each pie. They have e-commerce platforms, they have brick and mortar, and they have a wholesale / distributing department. This company has a little bit of every single thing. We've covered this in our stock analysis. And the cash on hand at the end of October was 7.5 million. We mentioned that they've been raising money, and you can see the company's cash balance has now increased, and it is approximately $38 million. $38 million. Let's just quickly jump here into the stock. Hitif, okay, ticker symbol HITIF. This currently has a market cap of about 414 million. 414 million and 38 million sitting on cash in their balance sheet. That's quite a nice ratio right there in terms of, you know, the market cap anyway and how much cash they have. So I want to read out this comment here from the CEO. Despite the global slump in retail sales associated with the pandemic, as we mentioned, thanks to the tireless efforts of our team, we closed the year with approximately 8 million in adjusted EBITDA, making 2020 the best year in Hitif's history. This was the best year for Hitif, and with everything going on, you know, in this company, like I say, you know, not many people have heard of this one. It is definitely starting to come on a lot of investors' radar. Let me know in the comments, actually, you know, if you've just come across this one because of the earnings, or did you know about this one? Did you see my previous videos, or have you seen other people talking about this one, etc.? Let me know, because, you know, I'm excited to see how many people have now, you know, found out about this one because of these earnings, for sure. We continue to run our operations tightly, ending the year with record levels of revenue and adjusted EBITDA. We're excited about our trajectory in the United States and continue to prioritize and look for opportunities in that market. And I think they will. They already are doing that. Our integrated value chain includes cannabis, brick and mortar stores, e-commerce platforms, consumption accessories, hemp-derived CBD products. Literally, they've got their fingers in all the pies. We love to see it. They plan to continue to further strengthen their chain through organic growth and strategic acquisitions, creating even more value for our shareholders. And since the end of the fiscal year, we've already nearly doubled our size in Canada with the closing of Meta Growth acquisition, which we spoke about. You know, those numbers don't include Meta Growth, so we can only imagine coming on in the next financials, it's going to look even better than this one. And for the fiscal first quarter of 2021, we expect to record revenue in the range of 37 to 38 million. That is really good numbers right there for this one. So I just want to go through here a couple of other things that have happened since these earnings, on top of what we've already spoke about. And this is one of the key ones here, another massive catalyst for this company. They have submitted an application to list on the NASDAQ, okay, which is definitely going to be exciting times if that gets approved. This is going to be exciting if they do get on. It's going to open them up to a lot more opportunities. You can also see they extended the maturity date of 10 million credit facility, which is great. Again, another 1 year extension and a reduction of interest rates. They bought out all of the outstanding shares of Smoke Cartel, which are approximately $8 million. They closed oversubscribed bought deal financing gross proceeds of 23 million. So they're bringing in deals, they're getting a lot of money going on. And then at the end of the year, approximately 29 million of debt was converted into the company's shares. So they are kind of share diluting here, although they're also getting rid of their debt, which is great. We don't want them to have debt on their balance sheet. So this is good, okay? Things have been going great all round for this company. I want to round this off just touching about the US side, because we know this is absolutely thriving in Canada. And of course, one of the biggest catalysts for this one going forward is really if it can expand into the US. I don't think that is the be all end all, but it's definitely, you know, a big plus to buying this company. And they're well aware of this. They've actively been following developments in the US cannabis sector. And while it appears that regarding the federal regulatory and legislative environment is possible, our immediate strategy does not rely on regulatory change. So they don't need this to change, okay? It's fine how they're going. However, if it does, it is going to be great for them. Despite this, we remain just one transaction away from entering the brick and mortar retail markets in the US when federally permissible. Hitif believes it is very well positioned to take advantage of the growing and hemp-derived CBD markets and estimates its current revenue run rate in the US pro forma the Smoke Cartel acquisition, which we just mentioned, to be over $25 million today. This company is in discussions with various parties across federally permissible ecosystem in the US, and this could help further expand its operations, and believes that its current financial health and application to list on the NASDAQ may help accelerate its growth. And I don't think there's any doubt about it. I really do think it will accelerate its growth. Now, we are actually open, so this may look slightly different when you see this, but we're just less than 70 cents per share at the moment. And you can see, with all of this great news, you know, it's sold off a bit today, but that is probably because people have been taking their profits. Let me just have no bones about it. These earnings were amazing. Okay, they're exactly what we expected, and I think they're only going to get better and better as the quarters go on and the years and months. This is a long-term hold for me. I do expect some nice gains in the short and medium term. I'm not gonna lie. However, I won't be selling out. I love this company. Definitely in this for the long term, and still happy to buy at these prices. I did actually add to my position just a few days ago, and I made a video 2 days ago on stocks that I'm personally buying this week, and High Tide does feature in that, and I have been buying. Okay, I will continue to buy as well. Keep building up my position. I love this company, and I think it's got great potential going forward. But that is just my thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor. If you are planning to invest, you should always do your own research first. I definitely urge you to check out my Catalyst video on this High Tide company. Let me know if this is a sector you're interested in. I know it's not for everybody. Some people are not bothered about this sector, but I personally do think it has great growth going forward, and I only hold a couple of stocks. High Tide is one of them. If you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. We also have a High Tide channel on our Discord, which is free to join, link in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching, and until next time,